I'll see. Sure.
Cover the earth so that the OSB don't get wet from the earth, from the water, which is no, it's not this, it's this from the from the earth. Yeah, you understand? Okay.
People moving, totally in work and so on.
This is Claudius. He's one of our chief engineers here on the Yurt build. He's actually leading the workshop, and he's going to explain to us what we've done now. We started with the flattening of the foundation, and then we put some bricks to raise it. Some yurts are built on stilts, but this one is actually going to be on the ground. Above the stones, there was a layer of what's like, it's called, what is it called?
A tar plate, no? Yeah, just a doubling of tar.
It's kind of like sheets of shingle for a roof. It's like shingle paper almost, yeah. And then on top of that, and that's to keep the moisture from touching the wood on the bottom. This is the bottom platform, which I believe there's going to be insulation put on top of that, and then the floor will be made. But Claudius is going to explain to us exactly.
What you see is the first layer of the wood plates. And we need that, also after the tar tarpaulin, we need that to just to hold the insulation. On that comes the bars or the beams for the strength, to hold everything together, and to make also the distance for the insulation. Yeah.
So in the last bit we were talking about the different ways that you can mount the flooring of the yurt. The one that I stay in that's actually Mongolian, this is it. This is a Mongolian design, hand painted, beautiful yurt that I stay in. This one is actually mounted on posts, as you can see here. But the new ones that we're building are going to be on the ground, and we're doing this for a couple of reasons. One, we want to keep some of the canopy of the trees, so we need it as low to the ground as possible so we can build it as tall as we can without having to cut all the trees down on the top. So let's go see what the guys are doing.
Yeah, it's almost complete. Yeah, we're doing now the beams here.
Yeah, what are the beams for?
They are just for the distance holder to put the insulation in.
So we're in phase 4 of building the yurt, and as you can see here, the grid has been made. In between each beam is going to be poured some insulation, some blown up sand that looks like snow, and it's going to go in between all of these beams, and then on top of this will go the actual floor. Insulation infill, dry insulation. I don't know about you, but I want to play in it. Wow. Is this toxic?
No. No.
So kids,
totally,
so kids can play with it?
You can even eat it.
You can eat it? Yeah. You can eat it.
Yeah. Only it doesn't taste. Huh?
Okay, so now that the insulation is in, the floor, the actual floor of the yurt is going to be installed. For the 2 bedrooms, they're going to be using the compressed plywood instead of the bamboo because it's just the beds that are in there. So the main cabin will have bamboo, and then the bedrooms will have just the compressed. We're in phase 4 of building the yurt, and the insulation has been put inside this room, and the flooring is done. This is the top floor, and remember, this was the bottom floor, and in between is the insulation. So we're going to continue filling the space. Jürgen's going to continue framing, and we should have this floor on in no time. It's looking pretty good. Looking good, fellas. So now in phase 4, the floor has been completed by placing slats of bamboo pieces together, as you can see here. And then a nice oil was placed on top using a machine. We're going to cut some more of the circle, and then this room is complete.